In the darkest hour, I never expected this. My family fled. I dressed myself with their memory and the distinctions of my music. So I fell off the wagon. So what? It's her fault. No, it's not. My mother says I have no one to blame but myself. But she had an impact on my life. She kept me restrained, and for all the while, this time I wasn't the same. A victim of her pressure, the dialogue renders. I don't want to surrender. If I have to, I'll put both fists up. I ain't threatening a life. I'm just summoning my defense and pouring coffee into a cup. Lucky for the vegans and vegetarians that exist. Enough about my skeptics. Partaked in floor and wood, caressed by bud, pour the goods. Potential, the dialect of suspensefuls. So I praise my dark horse, take a ride to the liquor store, and analyze my peaks. YouTube is for pretenders, but life is one big movie with an array of many moments within a scene. We're all hired by either God or the Satan to act in this film as if to light the fumigation. So much time on our hands, we devise their hesitation. The war of jealousy and fictitious angles. Souls thrived upon chaos, anarchy starved to its make-off. Dressed to dwindle, spindles and kindles. The corruption of a politic state, filtered into an overwhelmed irate. The precarious outlet, rhyming scapulars that envelop the catastrophers. Into the dangled predicament, a scene of madness, worn by the consistent anchor. Troublesome and weary fascination of conversaries, the nation grew angst, and the parody poured its insight into a hat, envelope cut, open to the curtains being trenched open, up against the reviews, peculiar stirred, the reckonings of reason, salamander and treason. The American ninja figured out the plot, an army being led by a major in his oration, slavish, dynasties of a particle, the arraigned, splash of importance, dawn followed by the reportance, hip-hop, school, the teacher assorts it, calligraphy cursive, reborn to own it, dangling from treehouse to treehouse, the newsman reports it, the fragrance of remorse in the back of my skull sings its song all over again, the melody is consistent, and the flow of vocals seem to always tantalize my boot, flick off my caboose, and rhyme into later years, removing the noose, collecting moose, and achieving pandemonium visions with a lake of concision. The riddler is decoded, and he's telling me that it's time to make a decision. So I wander and pack all the precisions. The glow of Krista flooding my vision. Darkest hour, sour the floor of tomorrow. The previous tormenting hour. Yellow yolk like sunlight. Dairy for veggies. Dairy and veggies. Stride the theoretical. Communicating the science. It's a riddle, it's in violence. The angles withstand sunlight, at times seems to understand, and the crazy notions of notification strains into illusion of will. The others trust in the novice, a few spin their wheels, and the conspiracy withstands all the investigators and treats them with ice cream and soda cans. Maybe I'm just staring into a reflection, maybe I'm just a skull for insight.